share with you 6 different things that you're probably not doing every day but would help you as a feminine woman. As feminine women, we always want to go deeper, go higher, go Hi, this is Olive. We want to increase in our femininity and always give our best. So I thought of 6 things that most people probably don't do every day, and I recently started doing some of them and others I had been doing. So I'm right in the boat with you. So all of these 6 things are broken up in actually 3 components, and that is cleaning, that is image, and that is speech. So let's go to number 1. Number 1, cleaning your ears. How many of us do not clean our ears often? Most likely infrequently. But a long time ago, I was made aware of this and I started cleaning my ears with my face. Now, if many of you do this already, please comment in the comments below and let me know and show me that I was the only person on the planet that did not include this with my regular routine at one time, but I do so now. And it's really important to clean this part of your face, because when you hug people or when they go to give you a kiss on the cheek, your ear is very close to where their nose is going to be, and so they're going to smell that. So a little secret is to put perfume once you've cleaned your ear in the back of your ear, so that when people kiss or hug you here, they smell your perfume. It wafts up to their nose very quickly than it would have if it's just on other parts of your body. Number 2, brushing your nails. Whether your nails are done or not, they should be brushed constantly every day. So when I take a shower or a bath, I make sure I also brush my nails, because nails can accumulate dirt and look disheveled very easily. And don't think just because you have nail colors on or nail polish on that it covers it. It still can be seen, and you know it's there. And we always operate from the knowledge of ourselves and not the image that other people see. So for example, if you're wearing some average underwear, it's gonna affect how you feel that day. You're gonna feel and do things from a position of average because you just put on just some average underwear. But even if people can't see your lingerie and it's beautiful underneath, it makes you feel beautiful because you know what you're wearing, and it oozes out and shows in your persona that you've got something beautiful going on underneath. And people can sense that. Number 3, telling yourself lovely things. Every day I listen to a variety of affirmations that I've made for myself, and many of you know I've made some and shared it with you freely on my site, and it's still up there for those who want it. And you could find out more information in my feminine affirmations video. But I do various types of affirmations, and I've been doing affirmations since I was a little girl, because my mother bought me this affirmation book by Vanya, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And I remember as a little girl reading all of these affirmations every day, and my mother, very wise beyond her youth at the time, she understood that children, especially children of color, needed extra self-esteem and extra self-confidence in themselves because of what a lot of the media was portraying as well as she understood the power and the strength of knowing yourself and being assured and confident in who you are, and that would help make you successful in life. So she would do things like that, as well as purchase dolls of color for me, because seeing yourself in the dolls that you play in helps foster sense of beauty within yourself. If you only see one type of ethnicity in a doll that you grow up as a little girl being very impressionable, you start thinking only that ethnicity is beautiful, because what a little girl sees is what she carries with her into her adulthood, into her womanhood. And if it isn't corrected, if it's negative, if it isn't corrected, then she will carry that into her interactions, her relationship, and even her understanding of herself. So my mother, again, wise beyond her youth, she understood this, and she always bought me like black Barbies, colored dolls, and did the same for my sister. And so we did not grow up with some complex that our own ethnicity is not as beautiful as others, which unfortunately some of our peers have, and they had to either correct it or they're still working through it. So I feel so blessed and grateful for that. So some of the lovely things I tell myself is I have actually created a sort of a synonym dictionary of beautiful words and then of heavenly words. And so I mix this into a playlist and I listen to it over and over, and these adjectives help me focus on the beauty of life and help me look through the lens of beauty when you are being bombarded with negative, dark, evil, ugly things. These things help as a barrier against those things, and it helps you exude them. When everyone's used to something else, they would notice something different about you because you're exuding these beautiful things. If you're interested in the exact words I listen to each day, comment below and I will create a special audio for you and offer that to you as well. Number 5, constantly looking for something to edit or delete or alter in your environment. So I will share with you this story of one of the reasons why I do that. Several years ago, I had a deaf associate. He gave me an autobiography of a deaf mime, and this autobiography was just amazing to read. Some of the experiences he had being a mime, I believe in the 60s. And so one of the stories that this deaf actor spoke in his autobiography, there is a playwright and he wrote a play, and it was running several nights in his city. And so when it came time for people to laugh at a certain section of his play, no one in the audience laughed. They were like really quiet, very silent. And so he's wondering, why didn't this scene make them laugh? It was made to be funny. So he called in a very well-respected director and he asked him, what am I doing wrong? And so the director asked for the play to be ran in front of him. So he ran the play, and the director watched it from the beginning to the end in silence. He didn't say anything. He was just observing. And so at the end of the play, the playwright was really anxious. You know, he kept looking at the director thinking, what is he going to say? How is he feeling about this play? What is his thoughts? So he finally asked him, so what do you think? What am I doing wrong? And the director looked at him and said, you see the scene that's supposed to be funny? He said, yes. You see in the background that there is a white towel? He said, yes. He said, change that white towel to yellow. And the playwright was amazed. He said, you watched my whole play, and the only thing that you can perceive that may have been wrong is the color of a towel in the background. It wasn't even very important to the story. It wasn't relative to anything or any conversation that the actors had. And you pointed that out? And so the director said nothing and just walked away. And the playwright thought about it and he said, well, this guy is very well respected in his craft. I'll do it, but I don't understand. That's the only thing he chose. And so he changed the towel's color, and the next night he ran the play. And when it came time for that scene for the audience to laugh, guess what? They laughed. Not only did they roar then, but every scene after, they were very much involved and they felt related and they laughed and they really enjoyed it. And the playwright was amazed. He's like, wow. All I did was change the color of a towel and it changed everything. And so from that story, I also look at my environment and I ask myself, what's the one thing I can change to make this environment more beautiful, to make this environment more lovely, to make this environment more inviting? And I do that every day and I do that constantly. So sometimes I may have a vignette or an area of my home already decorated, already designed, but then I'll make one change. I'll move the position of something, or I'll change the material of something else. And little by little, every day, it moves it to even greater and greater glory and beauty. And so that's what I do every day. And I would advise you to do the same and see what type of atmosphere is created out of that. So number 6 is using music to affect your mood and change the atmosphere. So I watched a video earlier of one of my good friends, Lydia, and she showed me in her video that she has a radio that actually perfumes the environment when she's not in it. It actually keeps the environment in a certain atmosphere and praise to the Lord and to what she desires when she's not there. And I thought, oh, how beautiful that is. I would like to incorporate that in my daily habit as well. What I was doing before then was just using music to affect my mood. See, a lot of people, they feel some emotion because something is going on in their life, and then they play music to match their emotion. They feel sad about something, so they play sad music. They feel angry about something, so they play angry music. They feel happy about something, so they play happy music. So I actually do the reverse. I want to feel a certain way. I may want to be brought in the presence of the Lord, or I may want to feel joyful, or I may want to feel epic. So what I do is, however I want to feel, or if I want to change how I'm feeling, I will choose music to affect that. And I do that all the time because I am a natural dancer, and as a dancer, music is like feeding my passion. So listening to music all the time, if you're a dancer, you may understand this. When I listen to music, I'm constantly visualizing myself dance to the piece that I'm hearing. And I often, especially if it's very if the music takes me on a crescendo and they're speaking specific imagery, I will go with there in that imagery and it'll take me beyond. So that's what I do with music. So these are the 6 things that you're probably not doing every day. If you are, mention in the comments below. If you have other things you're doing that other people are probably not doing, mention that as well. And let me know how you feel about the things that I've just shared with you. And see you in the next video.